हेलो फ्रेंड्स, हाउ आर यू? हाउ आर योर स्टडीज गोइंग ऑन? कैसी पढ़ाई चल रही है? बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट समझ में आ रहा है? ये बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल सब्जेक्ट है. आई थिंक यू मस्ट बी लाइकिंग इट. इट इज़ माय फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट. इट मस्ट बी योर फेवरेट आल्सो. तो आज मैं दिस इन दिस 10th लेसन आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू द factors affecting external environment, in that सोशियो environment. Socio-cultural environment कैसे affect करता है? First of all, let us understand what is socio-culture environment. In this, there are two words. One is socio and other one is cultural. So, socio क्या हुआ? That is from society. Socio is nothing but it is from society. And thus, cultural is already you know that culture. So these two words are forming this socio-cultural environment. So socio जो है ना वो society से आया. Society में क्या है? Society and social norms get created with due course in physical togetherness of the people as well as virtually. Means if you are in group and living at one place for a longer period, what will happen? A norms will be developed between you. How to speak, how to talk, what is good, what is bad, all these things, your signs, symbols, language, feelings, expressing the feelings, all these will be developed slowly. So that is called social norms. Okay? And if you are in a group attached virtually, then also some norms will be created. Some identity of that group will be created, that you speak like this, you behave like this, you have this kind of brand, you can say. Hmm? So, festivities, rituals, and traditions involving food, sports, games, get togethers, celebrations, and a host of other interactive behaviors are examples for the individual human's manic reluctance to be alone. See, people always want to live in a society. They are very social in nature, and that's why they celebrate festivals. Okay, and the festival is nothing but a celebration in a group. Then rituals, whatever the function they arrange, in that some rituals are there. In India, in Hindus, what we do when we welcome anything, any people, any chief guest, we burn this deep जलाते हैं, है ना? The candle is burned, or that lamp is burned, isn't it? So that is a tradition. So that is made tradition involving food. You eat food. Some people like fish, macher bhat. Some people like dal roti, dal bati churma. Some people little litti chokha. All this type of food. Idli, dosa, sambar, spots. In you will be seeing that in some places one particular game is very much favorite, popular. That hockey in Jharkhand and Odisha, it is very much popular, isn't it? So this way we develop this sports also, games, get togetherness, celebrations. All these things are developed when we live together, and that is called socio-cultural environment. The relationship between people in a society is called social relations. So you understood what is socio-cultural environment? So that is social. Okay, now let's come to culture. Culture is the mainstream idea of society. Though society may be seen as one single entity culturally, it can be varied, exhibiting different hues and colors. So culture is little different. It may be involved with the religion, it may be involved with the particular sects, you can say, gender also, you can say. So that culture is developed in a in the society itself, but it is dividing the people in one society itself. Social behavior is normally culture oriented. The behavior pattern of the people of a society will be shaped by the culture it absorbs. So, in the society, we are cultivating our culture, and with this, we are making some behavior pattern. Because of that, our behavior will be of particular pattern. Culture shapes the behavior of a society based on identified demands. Based on our demand, our behavior is shaped, and that is called culture. So, what is socio-cultural environment? You understood socio, you also understood cultural. So, what is socio-cultural environment? The social dimension or environment of a nation determines the value system of the society, which in turn affects the functioning of the business. Because of this socio-cultural environment or the pattern or the behavior or the demand style, this is affecting the business in that area, whatever is happening. If I want to enter in your society having a particular social norms and cultural style, I will have to adopt some of that what you are having, what you are adopting, or whatever is your norms, as per that we will have to go. Sociological factors such as cost, structure, customs, and conventions, mobility of labor, etc., have far reaching impact on the business. These factors determine the work culture and mobility of labor, work groups, etc. So, whenever you do any business, what does it require? It requires cost, it also requires custom and convention, and the mobility of labor. For these things, also sociological factors are very much important. If you keep the price beyond a limit, their culture, their socio-cultural environment will not accept. If you put the product in such a manner in which their custom or convention will reject, how can you put your product in that society? How will they accept it? If you utilize the labor and you don't follow their norms, mobility of labor, they're in the society, suppose they won't accept working more than 6 hours, and you say no, they will have to work for 8 hours. So you will not be able to do business, or they may be demanding this food along with the work. Not only the salary, but food also should be available, tea should be available, and you don't provide it. So this will not be accepted. Strategy should be appropriate in the socio-cultural environment. See that Nestle, आपने देखा होगा Nestle, they are giving ad of their coffee. And how are they giving? They are giving the feeling of the culture of different parts of world. They are selling it in globally, not only in India or in particular country, but they are considering the whole world. And in each part of the country, they are giving respect, due respect to that socio-cultural environment. So that is the way. That is the way that it is coming very near to you. They sentimentally encash you can say. So Nestle brews a very large variety of instant coffee to satisfy different national tastes, and they provide the taste suiting to their culture. It is not that one taste they have developed and it will be sold throughout the world. In each country or in each socio-cultural environment, you can say the flavors are different, which they accept it. Even when people of different culture use the same product, the mode of consumption condition of use, purpose of use, or the perception of the product attributes may vary so much so that the product attributes, method of presentation, positioning, or method of promoting the product may have to be varied to suit the characteristic of different markets. Example, Vicks VapoRub, the popular pain balm, is used as mosquito repellent in some tropical countries. You understood? So that Vicks, what we are utilizing it to get the relief from the cold and cough, it is being used for mosquito repellent in tropical countries. So one very classical example is of this Kellogg's. Kellogg's cornflakes, when it came to India, it was presented to have it with the cold milk, because in USA people eat it with the cold milk. They like the crunchy, this taste. But in India it was rejected because people don't like it to eat it with cold milk. Here people like it to have it with hot milk. So they studied it, why it was rejected here, why people didn't like that. Then found it that it is, if it is presented with the hot milk they may like it. And they did it and it was clicked. Everyone likes it. Now it is a breakfast of most of the people in India also. So socio-cultural environment is very, very important, and it includes factors like buying and consumption pattern. That is very important. हमें बिजनेस करना है तो बाइंग एंड कंजम्पशन पैटर्न हमें बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है हमें समझना, नहीं तो कैसे होगा. तो इसके लिए सोशियो कल्चरल एनवायरनमेंट यू मस्ट नो दैट. वैल्यू एंड बिलीफ, what they give value and what is their belief. That religion है ना. So in religion what they give value to, what that you have to understand. Literacy level, if they are very much educated then what way you should present. If they are not uh, too much educated then how you should present. If they are educated means you can give some knowledge also about the product. If they are not very much educated, then you can give the end result of that. You can explain it in different way. Ethical standard. So ethical standard is also very important. It does it match to that or not? If it is below that, then also it is very much rejected there. State of society, taste and preferences. In some culture, they may like some particular type of colors. See, in you know that green is very much taken as holy for the Muslim religion, whereas saffron is the very holy color for the Hindus. Like that, extent of social stratification, how much stratification is there, so many caste creeds are there or what, that you must know that, then only you can put the product accordingly. Conflict and cohesiveness, if there is some conflict with particular idea, feeling, philosophy, that you must know that, then only you can present it properly. Human relationship, what is human relationship there in the society, how much value they give, what kind of respect is presented in what manner, that all you should know. Then language, belief, norms in society, what is the language, which language they prefer more and which will bring you near to them, what is their belief, if it is against their belief they will hate your product. Then norms, already I explained you. Social customs and tradition. Tradition also you must know, that is developed in due course by the society, and that tradition, in that color you should present your product. Publicity should be given in that tradition only, as you have seen in that so many example of this advertisements. Nestle, they are giving the ad, giving as if that product is of India and it is very much related to this particular soil of the country. And one more example, that Barbie doll. Barbie doll was famous in USA, but when it came to India, they also started making the doll presenting the this attire of Rajasthani dress or Punjabi dress or Indian society, that South Indian dress, North Indian dress, East Indian dress, and in that they put the product here. They presented it. So the children of Indian society, they liked it. They thought that it is just made for us only. So you have to become very much regional. You may be a multinational company, but when you go to any country or any place, you have to be very much regional to that soil. Social ritual, what is the social ritual? You have to follow that. In changing lifestyle pattern, if in due course style of living is changed, that also you should understand, and the present day what they like it, in that level only you have to present your product. Does it suit or not? So the next is family structure. What is the family structure in that society? Is it a nucleus family or joint family? Work ethics. What is work ethics? Against the ethics you cannot go. If they feel that during the work time what all facilities are required you will have to provide, or up to what level you can extract the work, that also you will have to understand. If it is against the social ritual thinking, then it will be against their society and they won't like. Media and consumerism. What media and consumerism is used in what is more popular in that area, that you have to learn, and which is more popular and cost effective, that you have to take up. Here in this diagram, same thing it is shown here, and in the different layers it is given so that you can understand it very clearly, that how it is very much affecting your business, isn't it? So many layers are there at the child and family, then peers, how the environment is affecting your behavior. And your behavior is very much important for a business house, isn't it? Then here I have explained that how language difference pose a serious problem. In Japanese, General Motors body by Fisher means corpse by Fisher. What happened that General Motors, they give the advertisement most of the places like this, body by Fisher, means that body is made from the very, it is very robust. They mean to say that it is very robust. But the same translation, if you do in Japanese, it becomes corpse by Fisher, which they don't like to see that. Why corpse by Fisher? Means that there is security people. They are from fisher, fishermen or what? So it was looking very awkward. So they won't like this slogan. So they had to change in Japan. So directly you cannot translate. You have to understand in the language is the meaning, is it okay or not? Is it as per your wish, the meaning it is going in the mind of the society or not? If it is different, the feeling is different, then what is the use? Color also similarly. Blue color, it means feminine and warm in Holland, whereas the same thing it is masculine and cold in Sweden. So if you want to present your feeling with the color, then you have to study that in that socio-cultural environment. What does it mean? Green, it is favorite for Muslim world, but represents illness in Malaysia. But Malaysia is also Muslim country. But red, popular in communist countries, but represents disaster in Africa. White, death and mourning in China and Korea, but it expresses happiness in some countries. Also, it is a color of bridal dress. So, you are seeing that language and color, it is very important to present your product in any society because it means a lot for them. If you want to come very near to them, You have to understand their language, their feeling, their culture, their social norms, and then you have to present your product accordingly. If unless and until you go very near to them, unless and until they feel that you are their people, they won't accept your product. So business is like that. You have to be very much close to them. You have to be very much close to them. Thank you very much. How was the session? Please must write in the comment box. And please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I will come once again with a new chapter very shortly.